Apple just got pantsed in public. That right there is the iPhone 17 Pro leaked, naked, vulnerable, and honestly, kind of weird. Tim Cook, buddy, are you okay? Or are we finally living in the oops, I left it in a bar again timeline? The tech world woke up today to a scene straight out of a Silicon Valley soap opera. Apple, the trillion-dollar company that treats every leak like it's a national security breach, just got caught with its pants down. The iPhone 17 Pro, their shiny, super secret flagship for the year, has officially slipped into the wild. And when I say slipped, I don't mean some Photoshop render or a fan 3D mockup on Reddit. I mean a real physical prototype out in public, strutting around the Bay Area like it didn't just sign the world's scariest NDA. The photo hit social media and boom, tech Twitter and Reddit went full FBI mode. And somewhere in Cupertino, Tim Cook is probably pacing that giant spaceship office, wondering which employee just became ex-employee of the month. Let's keep it real. Apple's greatest weapon has always been the illusion of perfection. For decades, they've convinced the world that every keynote, every new iPhone is this holy event delivered straight from the heavens. They lock everything down like Fort Knox. They fire people for sneezing near prototypes. And yet, here we are, one blurry photo on the internet, and that whole untouchable image just got roasted. That's the villain in this story. Apple's obsession with hype and control. And the hero? Honestly, it's the chaos. There's something beautiful about a $1 trillion empire tripping over one phone that just wanted a little sunlight. So what's the deal with this lineup? Apple's rolling out the iPhone 17 family, and it's weird. We've got the regular iPhone 17 for everyday folks, the Pro and Pro Max, for people who basically want to carry a Hollywood camera in their pocket. And the new wild card, the iPhone 17 Air. This is Apple saying, we made a phone so thin you'll forget it's in your pocket fit until it dies before lunch. Reports say the Air's battery is under 3,000 milliamp hours. Translation, it's better than the cursed iPhone mini that couldn't survive a road trip to Starbucks, but worse than the iPhone 16. And you already know Apple's move. They're reportedly cooking up a special battery case for the Air. So let me get this straight. You buy the world's slimmest iPhone, then immediately slap a chunky battery pack on it just to make it usable. That's classic Apple. Meanwhile, the Pro models are strutting around with some new party tricks. Leaks say the 17 Pro Max will feature an 8x optical zoom. Sounds amazing until you realize most of us will just use it to zoom in on raccoons, squirrels, or our neighbor's weird lawn gnome collection. But Apple will sell it like you're buying a NASA telescope for your pocket. And let's talk colors. The standard 17s are going full neon. Pinks, blues, and greens that scream Gen Z TikTok starter pack. The Pro models are getting this new burnt copper shade that looks like your iPhone got sunburned in Miami. Unique? Sure. But also, it kind of gives limited edition soda can vibes. Now, let's talk about the leak that's got Tim Cook reaching for the Advil. The iPhone 17 Pro prototype popped up in the wild. Here's how this usually works. Apple lets a handful of engineers take test devices outside to check signal strength, performance, and camera quality in the real world. Normally they hide them in fat, ugly cases so nobody notices, but this time someone slipped. A clean photo hit social media and insiders are saying it's the real deal. The cameras match all previous leaks, the design lines up perfectly with CAD models, and the internet is having a field day. Somewhere in California, there's an Apple engineer updating his resume to freelance barista because that career in tech, yeah, it's over. Here's the funny part. Just when Apple looks like it's spiraling in leak drama, they pull a rare win out of nowhere. AppleCare One. For $20 a month, you can cover 3 devices, your iPhone, your Mac, even your Apple Watch. And get this, you can add devices up to 4 years old, as long as they're in good shape. For once, Apple's not just shaking every dollar out of your pocket. Compared to their usual $10 per phone per month, this almost feels generous. I know, I'm as shocked as you are. But don't think Apple's stopping there. Behind the scenes, they're trying to reinvent themselves again. Rumor mill says they're working on home robots, Face ID, smart doorbells, and a HomePod with a screen. Basically, Apple's trying to crash the smart home party that Amazon and Google already started years ago, except with prettier boxes and double the price. And then there's the big shiny rumor, the foldable iPhone. Analysts are saying 2026 is the year, and the starting price at $2,000. $2,000 for a phone that folds like a diner napkin. You can already hear the keynote pitch. It's not just a phone, it's an experience in portable origami. So where does that leave us? The iPhone 17 Air is a gorgeous little heartbreaker, beautiful in your hand, dead in your pocket. The 17 Pro is already out here leaking in public like a celebrity caught grocery shopping in sweatpants, and Apple's future is foldables, robots, and monthly subscriptions to protect the stuff you already overpaid for. That's Apple in 2025. Brilliant, shameless, and way too easy to roast. And that's why we watch. Apple wants you to scroll past the leaks and wait for Tim Cook's perfectly rehearsed good morning. But nope, we're not doing that. Because next time, I'm breaking down why the first foldable iPhone might ruin the Android fanbase's entire year. And if Apple can't keep their secrets, trust me, we'll be right here to catch them. Peace out.